Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I'm posting this on a Saturday or Sunday. My bad. I have no excuses. I'm so sorry, Chomi. I'm so sorry. I intended to make the video on the day I was supposed to make it, but because the days are running, I have no control over the days. I closed my eyes on Monday, opened them, it was Friday afternoon, and by then I had other plans, so I was like, oh, but then the Lord really got me. My plans got cancelled, and that's another story. Let's just leave it alone. Anyway, today we're going to discuss. I'm going to tell you a story. Before we get to the topic, I'm going to tell you a story. Okay? All right. I have done this video again before this, but then I had to delete it because again my thoughts are doing, and I should really consider medication to fix that. But anyway, it's fine. Picture it. Close your eyes. Picture it. Okay? It's Sunday morning, bright and early. When you're supposed to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Understand? It's in the morning. It's nice. It's cold. It's chilly. It's not too cold. It's just the chilly morning breeze. I am at the age of 10, 11, 12. I don't remember the age. I also don't remember if my sister was there. I'm assuming she wasn't because she's nowhere in my memory of this thing entirely. I can't even picture her there. So I'm assuming she wasn't there. She was still not her. So if this is 2004, my brother is now, because my sister is born later. So if this is 2004, my brother is 4 and I am 8. Okay? So I'm assuming it's around that time. Okay? Around that time. It's in the morning. We used to go to church very, very, very early. Ungedhani tunaenda kupanguza viti za kanisa, but that's besides the point. My mom would wake us up at 4 a.m. At 4 a.m. Okay? At 4 a.m. we are up. We are groggy. We have to take a shower. Okay? It is a hot shower, but again, it's 4 a.m. I've been to school from Monday to Saturday. It's 4 a.m. I'm still awake. Okay? So, we're getting ready. I get dressed. Our clothes are picked. They're picked the previous day. So when my brother, we shower, we dress, we're done. Mafuta unapakwa kimbo, unapakwa una shine. Yeah. Again, it's 4 a.m. Have I said it's 4 a.m.? It's cold. It's an... Anyway, you cannot complain about the time you go to praise the Lord. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Anyway, my mom, after preparing us, that takes like 30 minutes. She goes and starts preparing the water for our dad because we didn't have running water at that time. We were still, the estate was still new. It's still new even now. Even now we are still in the dark ages. Tunaishi ushago. Tunaishi utawala. So she goes and prepares the water for my dad, presses his clothes, puts them there, presents them there. She was a very good wife. She puts them there, she puts the socks, she puts the shoes, she chose the clothes, shirt, shoes. And let me tell you, my dad is very picky. If he doesn't like the clothes, the shoes, he will ask you to change them, and you will change them. You look for a new one and you will press them again. And that's the time I looked at marriage and I had to Anyway, I'm moving away from the point. She prepares for my dad. He showers. While he's showering, my mom is still looking at us going, we don't know. So she's still dealing with us. My dad finishes, he wears his clothes. My dad is that type of guy who he does not care that you guys helped him get ready. He will leave you when he's done. When he's ready, everybody's ready. He doesn't care. Oh, he doesn't care. Can't change the man. So him is ready. He starts moving out. My mom at that time, she's now busy locking the door. She had to take a shower after him. So she's the one, she had the least amount of time to get ready. As we had 30 minutes, he has maybe 20, she has 10. She's wearing her clothes, she's hurrying because my dad has left her before. So this day she was like, oh, let me do my, she was hurrying, she closed the doors, she gets in the car. Now I know at this point, if she knew what was going to happen in the future, she would have wished. But I'm moving ahead. We get into the car. The car is an old series Mercedes. Don't ask me which series. I was not paying attention. That's none of my business. How am I supposed to? Hey, Miss Care. Okay? I think it was a blue Mercedes. Don't remember the color either. He used to have different colors at one point. So I'm thinking it's a blue one. We get into the car. The car looks fine. But again, it's thief bait. I'm giving you pointers. It's thief bait. So even me, if I was a thief and I look at a Mercedes, I should not know anything about cars. But if I see a Mercedes, I know I could rob you. I can rob you. Okay? This was before Kina Sakaja had them in universe. Anyway, we get into the car. We are going to church. Our church is in Umoja. We live in Utawala, so it's quite a drive. This day, we had no problems on the road. I could expand on that, but sometimes we used to have problems on the road. Okay? But this time we didn't have problems on the road. There was no Makanga to fight. We reached to almost where the church is. There's a junction we have to hit. We use it. We take the junction, and then you go straight, then you'll find the church. So just as we enter the junction, we see a car in front of us parked. I think it was a Subaru or something. Again, don't rely on me on the needs of cars. I don't care. I don't know. So, but to me, I remember it like kind of looked like a Subaru, older model. Don't ask me which model. It's parked in front of us. We slow down. But then, me, I'm like, why are we slowing down? I know tunakuanga na mawe kwa hii barabara, and we usually go slower because of the mawe hitting the undercarriage of the car. I don't know if that's the correct term. But I was like, mbona tumeslow down to this extent? Like we had gone, ona vile matatu enda pole pole, nika inaenda kushukisha mtu, even though tulikuwa tumeenda. And then all of a sudden we stop. We come to a stop behind the car, like a few paces behind the car. Like we can still see the car. Yeah, I think we're not close enough to hit it. We see like in the car, like there's a family in the car. We're assuming they're also going to church with us because most of the people at that time in the road, that ungodly hour of 6 a.m., we are all going to the same church because service starts at 7. So we see the family in the car, 3 people outside the car. And we're like, Me as a child I don't know what was going. But apparently my father knew. His ears were packed up. Okay? He knew that the peoples were in trouble. All of a sudden, I don't even know how that happened. I see 3 guys running towards the car. One goes towards the passenger, one to the driver, one at the back. My mom is at the back, my dad is at the driver's. The children, me and my brother, used to sit at the front. I don't even know why we were both of us at the front, but both of us were at the front. Okay? Why we at the front, I'm at the back. Point is, we were in the car. Okay? These motherfuckers come, these dudes come, guns drawn. They're like, so now, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, we are getting robbed. Tunaibiwa. And I was like, where in God's name are we? Because I had never experienced thug life like this before. So I was like, oh my God, we're getting robbed. I start crying immediately. I'm emotional. I told you in the other video, my Pisces, baby, the tears are here. They're already forming, they're formulating. I was crying. Okay? And plus, for the age I just mentioned, I'm assuming that I was 8. Because I don't remember my sister being there. For the age I am, I'm scared because I know I had school I know I was young enough because I had school in the morning on Monday. And we still went. Anyway, I'm crying. I'm in distress. My dad is like being told, remove your watch, remove nini. Sadaka tuliibiwa. Asubuhi na mapema Sunday. Na Mungu naomba ulijirudishia hiyo pesa kutoka watu bila walikuibia. Asubuhi Sunday, sadaka. Anyway, everybody was robbed. Except the children, because what do children have? So their phones taken. And this is the time phones were really expensive for no reason. Phones taken. Money taken. Watches taken. My mom's jewelry. I know that one beat her to ilimuuma. Taken. So when things are going on, me, I'm remembering, my dad is usually strapped. The man is usually strapped. I'm like, why is he not defending us? I was about to get that answer very quickly. So then, after they rob us, they're now going about their business. Now they're walking towards their car. They're walking. Because they're walking. It's a quick pace, but they're not running. They should have prayed to their God that they were running. This man goes under his chair. And just like a movie. Come on, Vindeo. He starts shooting. He's still in the car. I just hear the the cock, and I knew, oh, it's about to go down. He tells us, kila mtu ekeni vichwa chini, kila mtu ekeni vichwa chini. We put our heads down. Me, my mom, everybody puts their heads down. He's firing. He gets out of the car. He's standing. He stands at a very powerful 6'3". He's firing. The shots are firing. The shots are moving. In my head, I'm going to die. This is my 11th hour. I'm dying. I knew, Jesus, you wanted to take my life on a Sunday. I knew I was dying. I was young, but I was clever enough to know when I was in danger, and right now I'm in danger. Now the children are sobbing. We are past crying, the little cries. We were sobbing, we were mourning, we were crying, because I thought I was going to die. I don't know why my brother was crying, but I'm assuming he was thinking about the same thing, because he was young enough to know what a gun is. Okay, he knew what danger is. So he's crying, I'm crying. He's crying because of the noise, maybe. I'm crying because I might die. Okay. While he's firing, the guys, they ran, they got into their car. One actually entered through the window. This I found out later, like when we were being told the story like it was a movie, while we were there being participants. Anyway, they enter the car. My dad starts telling us, shukeni, shukeni, shukeni. I'm like, shukeni? You want me to get off the car in enemy territory? It's like, shukeni, shukeni, shukeni. But then we're too young. So my mom gets out, she takes us out. He gets into the car, backs up, does a U-turn, goes and follows them. He followed them all the way to Meru or Embu. I don't remember which one it is, and I don't want to ask him. He will tell me later. Okay? He followed them to one of the environs, up to a police station. Another shootout happened. I don't know what happened with that, because I wasn't there, so I wasn't the main character, so I don't care. Point is, here, where we have been left in the middle of the road. Our dad is gone. Our mom is there. She's not consoling anybody. She's doing the pole, wacheni kulia. And my mom, I'm so sorry, but mom, ukibembeleza watu, your face has no... Okay, then, now and she's getting better, she's in her grandma mode, her face is actually a little bit nicer. But then, when she's telling you sorry, ni kama anakuthreaten na hiyo sorry, hiyo sorry ni nyamaza. So she's telling her, sorry. Now, in my head, I was thinking like, oh, we have gone through such a bad thing, tunaenda home. Sindio? Si mama ameona tumeibiwa sisi wote tunaenda home. Uongo. Yeah, uongo. Tulikuwa tunaenda kanisa. No matter what shall happen, nothing shall shake the house of the Lord. Tulienda kanisa. But then now thinking back at it, of course we had to go to the church because their phones have been stolen. Their money has been stolen. She has nothing. I don't even think she had her IDs. I think her bag went. Oh, she has her IDs because she has never lost her IDs. So I think they just took the money and left the bag. So she only has a bag, nothing. Okay? We've been robbed. So of course we have to go to the church so that we can tell somebody, Emma, she can see a friend and she can find us a way to go home. Also, I don't remember how we got home, but as we got home in the end. Okay? When we're going to church, me, of course I'm not thinking about all of that at you. Oh, she doesn't have a phone. Me, I'm thinking, why the hell are we going to church? This thing is not focusing. Why are we going to church? But anyway, we went. At the door, me, I'm still crying. The children are still crying. My mom is still saying sorry, like she doesn't want to say sorry. The guards at the church are asking us, I'm in distress. Okay? Rightfully so. I'm in distress. I've just been in an episode of Narcos. I'm in distress. So they're like, oh, poleni, ingini. So they usher us into the church. We go on with the church. I don't remember what was taught that day. Me, in my head, I'm still in fight or flight. And baby, I had decided to freeze. So me, I'm still crying. I'm still in distress. Even as the like ministry is going on, me, I'm thinking, oh, where's my dad gone? And let me remind you, at this time, me and my dad were not friends. Like, we're not like that tight like that. But me, I'm still thinking, where's my daddy? I need my father. Anyway, after the service, we find ourselves home somehow. I don't know if he came back. I don't know if I was not the main character, I don't remember. Nah, sorry. We go home. Now, after we go home, there is never a discussion of what has just happened, to see where we are mentally, where we are, how we're doing, what's going on with us mentally. No. So the story just like fizzled out. And again, on a Monday, I had to go to school. Okay? And I still had to go to school. That one burns me more than the thief. I went to school. I was not fine. Of course, I wasn't fine, but I had to pretend like I was fine. Because, again, I'm the firstborn. I'm supposed to be the one who has their things in check. And I have to be like, I can't be a bother. I can't go and tell my mom, oh, mom, I'm still scared. Who? Sorry. I lived in a militant household. Still live in that. But now the rules are laxer. But at that time I couldn't do that. So we went to school, everything continued. Okay. And that was it. That was the scene. The only time we ever heard about that day we were robbed is when my dad is telling his friends the story. And in his story, he is Captain America. He's taking care of business. He's standing on business, okay? Him is the hero. The children are not in his mind. Not that he didn't care, but when he's telling the story, he's talking about him. He saw his enemies and he pursued his enemies. You get? So that's how the story ended. And I'm telling you this story to be like, how would I handle that as a parent now? What would I do as a parent now? I'm not saying my parents did it wrong. My parents did what they did, and they had their children protected, and they were okay, and they were good, they were solid, they're good parents, fine. Being a parent in this generation, I think I'd be concerned with their safety, and afterwards I'd be concerned about their mental. Because if somebody had come and told me, yes, I know what you have gone through is very, very, very bad. How do you want to talk about it? Can you tell me how you felt in the moment? I would have felt better. But nobody did that. And then the whole time I felt like, is it guilty? Yeah, guilty, because I felt like, oh my God, I was busy crying instead of keeping quiet. I was crying instead of helping. I was like, helping? Right now I'm like, helping? How would you have helped? You were 8. What would you have done? Told him to put his hands up with your fingers like, oh. But then I needed a talk after, and I didn't get it. So as a parent now, I'd be like, you know what? Let's talk about this sincerely, and let me listen to your thoughts. Let me listen to your feelings. Point is, yeah, right now I'd be focusing on the mental because nobody talked to me. Nobody, and ever since then, I had an irrational fear of being robbed in my house. I know that the crime didn't happen in the house, but I had the irrational fear that it's going to happen in the house. They're going to come and they're going to rob me of my dollies in my room. And I carried that fear for so long, and I was so shaky, I was jumpy, and nobody talked me through it. And being a parent now, I think people should have children and also think about, like, if this and this was to happen, what are the steps I'm going to... Yes, I'm going to protect my children, but would I protect them mentally? Like, after an accident, do you talk to your children and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, what happened? Let me talk to me. Tell me what you felt. Because my daughter was in an accident with my mom, like 2 years ago. I don't remember. Again, I don't remember. Time is just but a concept, you know. So like my mom and my daughter were in an accident. She was old enough to know she's in an accident. She knows what happens. And when she came back home, we noticed that the car after the wreck was totaled. So it was brought from Walichukwa. They towed it. They took it. Where did they take it? They took it to the police station. It stayed there a while. And while it was there, I had talked to my daughter. I had told her, "Ukwaje uko poa? Tell me the story." And she recounted each and every step of the accident. And she was aware. She was aware of what happened. Somebody would have easily said, oh, she was too young to remember because she was like 4 or 5. But she was aware. She remembers. So I asked her the questions and she seemed fine. Okay? Then when the car was in the police station, at a certain time, my mom went for it and it was towed back to our home compound and it was parked in the compound. And one day I had my son, why? She knew I called her a boy just now. My daughter decided, when she was walking outside, she saw the car, it was uncovered. When it came, it came and it was immediately covered. Or was it? Anyway, she found it uncovered, okay? And then she started crying. but it was like a small, I think she was trying not to seem like a baby, but she is a baby. So she started saying, oh, you know, we were in an accident in that car, I was so scared. And then I realized, yes, I have talked to her, but I didn't grasp the impact that it had made on her. Yes, she came out unscathed. She came out with no bruise, no nothing. And she was she was fine, okay? She was walking, she was talking, nini. But I didn't grasp how much it had affected her until she like started crying when she saw the car, and I was like, oh, kumbe it was that deep. Me, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I've never been in an accident. So I had to reevaluate how I speak to my child and how I view certain circumstances. Like, if this was to happen, how would I handle it? And being a young parent, I do feel like I am less than my parents and how they had their shit together. They had jobs, they knew what they were going, they had insurance, they had nini, they had everything laid out. Okay? They were in charge. Plus they were 2. I'm 1. Okay? I'm 1. So there are so many ways I could fail as a parent, but I say that there's somewhere I won't fail is mentally. And I should really use my parents as a mirror to like see the things that they did that I should do differently and the things that they did that I would follow. What I'd do differently is after the accident, maybe talk to your kid. Because baby, I was traumatized. I was a victim. Nobody talked to me. But anyway, I'm fine now. Would I be fine in a carjacking? No. I'd still cry the same way. But I'm fine now. Okay? And we pray against that spirit. The spirit realm. But yeah. Be kind. Be nice. And realize that your parents shape you in a lot of ways. And sometimes you may not know that some incidences needed a little bit more love and care until like you're older and you have your own children and be like, really, that was fucked up. Why didn't this and this happen immediately after? But again, I've said my parents are really good. They handle the situation extra nice. And I'm not just saying this just because these people follow me on this page. You guys did an awesome job. Yeah. Yeah, so that was my video for the day. What was the lesson? The lesson was just take care of your mental. That's going to be the lesson of all these videos. Take care of your mental. Yeah, take care of your children. And if you're going to have them, please treat them as human beings and not an extension of yourself. They are human beings in their own right, and they go through things. Yeah, they go through things. Life is also fighting them. Don't assume just because they're young that they'll forget it. No, they won't. They won't forget it. They probably will remember, and they will hide it inside their like mind, but they'll still remember it all till the day they die. And your reaction is something they will also remember. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, thank you guys for listening till this far. This was a long video. I wanted it to be 10 minutes. I was just yapping. Yappa. Anyway, if you like this video, share it. If you don't, I'm so sorry. Show me. I can't do everything. Yeah, like it, share it, subscribe. I'm going to do vlogs when I get my money. This was supposed to be a vlog video, but then poverty chased me and found me. Woohoo! Yeah. I love you guys, and toodles.